Apex Legends Season 20 brings us some of the biggest changes yet, so today we're looking at everything in the brand new patch notes for the new season. Now, of course, the Legend perk system is making its way into the game, and this is coming to all Battle Royale modes, including Ranked, and this will allow you to level up throughout the game, and at level 2 and level 3, you get 2 perks to choose from. I mean, if you're watching this, you've probably already seen all our videos talking about the perks, so we don't need to go into that in this video, but everything is as we know it, and you can level up your armor by doing plenty of things in-game, such as dealing damage, getting knocks, getting kills, harvesting Evo harvesters to give 400 points to your entire team, doing class actions such as scanning a survey beacon or opening support and assault bins. It's going to be a really great system to level up your armor without having to just get lucky and find good armor on the ground. So all the perks are still as we know them, but there are a bunch of changes coming, and these are all nerfs and buffs that we're going to be getting. We're going to start with the legends because that's what people care about the most. So heavy rig legends such as Gibraltar, Caustic, Pathfinder, Newcastle, and Revenant now use medium rig first-person movement animations. So it feels like you move faster from first person. Now in the actual game, your speed is not increased, but it's just going to feel a lot more satisfying to play those heavier characters in first person, and you won't feel as sluggish. Support legends. Extended supply bin contents have been improved. The extended supply bins now give you smart gear, so players can find gear upgrades for knockdown shields, helmets, and backpacks in the hidden shelf. There's a small chance of getting purple gear if a player on the squad has white gear or none at all, and there's a small chance of granting gold gear if the entire squad has purple gear. So support legends will now be able to give you backpacks, knockdown shields, and helmets from your supply bins. This is a huge improvement to support legends. They also more reliably give heat shields and mobile respawn beacons when you need them, and there's an increased likelihood of getting a medkit over syringes. Players spending too much time outside the ring will be warned, then eliminated. So if you just sit outside of zone for too long, you will actually be killed. So they're actually stopping people from ratting in zone. But back to the legend specific changes, we have Ballistic. His sling weapon now has all white attachments while equipped. So it's not going to just be empty, you at least get white attachments, and I think that might also include a sight, I'm not too sure. Also, his ultimate radius for ally range has been increased to 90 meters. It was originally 13 meters. So if your teammates aren't anywhere near you, they'll still get the ultimate buff. Bloodhound no longer gets ult charge from scanning ravens because that's now actually a perk of theirs. Catalyst Dark Veil lifetime has been decreased to 15 seconds and it was originally 25 seconds, and her length was decreased from 55 to 40 meters. Again, this means her perks are just going to revert those changes. Conduit has a nerf to Radiant Flash, her tactical. The cooldown's increased to 26, so by 5 seconds, and temporary shield generation rate has been decreased to 15 health per second. Her temporary shield generation time has increased to 9 seconds, so her tactical heals much slower and it takes longer for the cooldown. Her ultimate mine duration has also been reduced to 45 seconds from 60 seconds, and the health of the mines have been decreased by 50 HP. The distance at which mines are removed when deployed too close to one another has been increased by 100%. So if there's too many mines in the same area, there's more likely chance that they'll get removed. That's like if you throw it inside a building. Crypto surveillance drone. The speed of the drone recall has been increased slightly, so you can get your drone back faster. And transitions going in and out of the drone are now faster. This is very good for crypto mains. Respawn also hate Horizon because she's getting a nerf to her tactical, which is ironic because of one of her perks. Her tactical cooldown is currently 20 seconds, but it's getting nerfed to 25 seconds, which is funny because she gets a perk at level 3, which reduces her tactical cooldown by 5 seconds. So now you're going to have to reach level 3 of the Evo system to unlock the perk, which will revert her tactical cooldown back to what it already is now. So this perk won't actually feel any better, it will just feel how it used to. I know I have a viewer called Horizon Main in the comments, and I'm sorry, man. This really does suck. Lifeline. In modes with upgrade cores enabled, Lifeline's care package now has a 50-50 chance to drop an extra piece of smart equipment versus large consumables instead of an armor. So it no longer drops armor, of course, because you have shield cores, but instead it has a better chance of dropping a helmet, backpack, or knockdown shield, like we already talked about. Mad Maggie's Wrecking Ball will no longer be destroyed when it first hits an enemy. Instead, her Wrecking Ball will trigger an explosion, and then it will keep going to trigger a second explosion. The same player cannot not be hit by the ball for 2 seconds after the first impact, and players can only be affected by the shell shock and knockback effect once. It will also now bounce through devices it hits and destroys. Okay, that's insane. Octane's jump pad. Audio fall off of double jump has been adjusted to be slightly less audible from long distances, so it's not going to be as obvious when an Octane is double jumping near you. Pathfinder's insider knowledge. Scanning care packages now awards 50% ult charge instead of 100% and 15-second ult cooldown instead of 10 seconds. So you actually don't get as much ult charge back from scanning care packages, but he does get a perk which allows him to scan ring consoles or survey beacons, which will also award him 50% ult charge. So those are the legend changes. Honestly, some insane changes. I think the support buff is amazing. As for game modes, Mictape's weapon loadouts have been updated so they match meta changes, and the charge rifle has been removed from Gun Run, and instead, there's a Kraber in Gun Run now. Okay, that's incredible. New LTM Straight Shot. The brand new Straight Shot LTM, we've already talked about that. 2 teams dive into 1 POI. There's only 10 squads in a game, and all weapons are kitted out. It's a much faster paced battle royale that you can queue straight into after you die. You don't even have to go back to the lobby. Let's quickly brush through some rank changes. The level requirement is back to 20 instead of 50, and the entry cost is 20 RP per tier, starting at silver. Player rankings are now visible, and promotional trials are removed. Provisional matches have also been removed, and ranked tier RP requirements will have some increases. And if you're playing as a stack, the highest RP value in the squad will be used. Splits are returning, so every player will start at 1 RP at the beginning of the season, and after the split, you'll drop by 6 ranked divisions. There's also going to be new bonuses in ranked. We have the Challenger bonus. So the Challenger bonus means you earn 50% bonus on an elimination if you kill a higher ranked player, and the top 5 streak bonus means if you maintain a top 5 streak, you will start earning extra RP, which is great. You want to place higher. Okay, we have a few more legend changes right here. Mainly, Mad Maggie's ultimate will now destroy Gibby's tactical. Oh my god, that is horrendous. Poor Gibraltar. Mad Maggie is going to be so OP. Also, Mirage decoys that are destroyed by catalyst piercing spikes will no longer keep the trap active, nor make hit sounds briefly after dying. Conduit's tactical now appears for observers. Some quality of life changes. If you're shooting at legend abilities, it will now show more clearly that you're shooting a legend ability, and it will also indicate if you've destroyed that object. There is also now a yellow and purple polka dot Nessie to look out for in the firing range. Okay. For console players, they now have enabled performance mode, which now allows you to play at 120 FPS if you have a 120Hz display. As for crafting, you no longer have to get crafting materials. Interacting with replicators takes much less time now, and things are crafted much faster, but replicators dotted around the map can only craft these items: healing items, ammo, and teammates banners. And items you make will auto-eject as well after some time, and each player can only use 1 replicator at a time. Now, a lot of people had this question: if crafting's gone, what happens to Rampart's POI on World's Edge? It turns out all weapons in Big Mouth will now be free, but they will take some time to dispense from the vending machines, so once a player has claimed a free weapon, they can't get another, so everyone can only have 1. Loba can still steal a second gun with her black market if she would like. There's also an increased variety of weapons to choose from, but gold kitted weapons are no longer offered there. They'll just be the special paintball weapons. The care package weapon rotation: the EVA 8 is in the care package, and the Prowler returns to the floor, so it looks like the Wingman might actually still be in the care package. Also, the gold weapons are the R301, RE45, Mastiff, and Devotion, and 3030. Alright, we have some weapon changes that you can see here. I'm honestly just going to flash some of these up. We have some 3030 changes, the EVA 8 care package changes, the Prowler has been reverted, all SMGs have been nerfed as the projectile gravity has been increased, and the projectile launch speed has been reduced for most SMGs. The Digithreat can no longer be put on SMGs, and the spawn rate of Digithreats has been reduced by 20%. So there you go, those are the patch notes. That is insane, honestly. One of the biggest changes we've had to Apex. I'm super hyped for them. Let me know your thoughts on them, but I'll see you guys in the next one. We've got a lot of interesting changes.